Hello everybody and welcome to a Poetry Terms PowerPoint. In this PowerPoint, I will be going over the most commonly used poetry terms. So let's begin. First, what is poetry? Poetry is a type of literature that expresses ideas, feelings, or tells a story in a specific form, usually using lines and stanzas. Whereas if you were to read a book, a novel, or a short story, you would see that the writer is using complete sentences and paragraphs. In poetry, some poems do not have complete sentences. Some poems do not have any punctuation. And we're not using paragraphs, we're using stanzas. So what is a stanza? A stanza would be two or more lines of poetry that together form one of the divisions of a poem. So if we were to look at this PowerPoint, we would see these four lines, and then you'd see a break in between, and then you would see the remaining four lines. So the first four lines that begin whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement looked at him. He was a gentleman from sole to crown, clean-favored and imperially slim. These four lines would be one stanza. And then there's a break in between, and then the next four lines would be the second stanza. Now, let's say we had one line separate like this. So the first three lines would be one stanza, and then that middle line, clean favored, that's not a stanza because you need two lines or more together to form a stanza. So we would have one stanza, the first three lines, and then the second stanza would begin, and he was always quietly arrayed. That would be stanza 2. So you have to have at least two lines together to form a stanza.